Game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Mississippi Braves and the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Freddie Gallegos gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Yellow horse.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me, and it's eye-popping, is the fact that this team leads the league in slugging percentage. And they do it in a variety of...
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Juan Spanos. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Leading off the inning, Kermit's Yellow Horse, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Running hard, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Oh, man, he smoked that ball.
That was not the way this pitcher
there.
envisioned the beginning of the game. Going for him wasn't that bad of a pitch. He jumps all over it. Nobody can run it down, and he's standing at third feeling pretty good about himself.
Digging in to try it again, Russell Rose. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Has a look, now the pitch. And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
The batter, number 5.
Striding in once again, Joaquin Santos. He singled his last time up. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. There's one on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come into score from third.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Digging in and looking for more, Kermit's Yellow Horse, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. Left side, but well foul. Oh and 1, here it comes. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that.
All right, stand up, stand up.
Ground ball right side. One there, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat. But that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
Ready for another shot now, Russell Rose. And they're runners at the corners now.
Russell Rose.
Now a snap throw to first. And a dive, but he's back. And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And again, he'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. A 3-0. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter, but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
Digging in once again, Joaquin Santos. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ground ball.
Right, you're here.
Backhanded. Throw to first, not in time as the run was across to score.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out. It just wasn't meant to be.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. 5 innings complete. The Jumbo Shrimp are out in front here, 4-3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Esteban Cuevas, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Belted high and deep into right center. Yellow Horse going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 3rd home run for him on the year, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot. And you could tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that last pitch. And the result, he lost focus and made another bad pitch.
Heading out towards shallow right. Yellow Horse moves over. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Jared Padgett earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Hit in the air down the right field line. Yellow Horse over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. It's stretch time here by the shores of the Blue River. Mississippi's out in front, 9-4. Ready once again, Kermit, Yellow Horse.
Number 4, Kermit, Yellow Horse.
First delivery to him on the way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 hit's all they get. 8th inning coming up. Mississippi leads it 9-4. Ready for another chance? Dan Rylander.
Catcher, Dan Rylander.
Skied into straightaway right. Yellow Horse has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
This one ends with a 10-5 score. The Braves rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Juan Rios gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Mississippi Braves. 10 runs, 13 hits, with 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the Jumping Shrimp, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Mississippi Braves and the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. As October draws nearer, the race for the postseason intensifies. A pivotal game for 2 division rivals. Next. Dylan Peters is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kermit Yellow Horse. He was 1 for 4 with a triple in the ball game last night. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1. Guys, typically the postseason comes into clearer focus around this time of year, but this division features a few teams jockeying for contention.
You know what, Dan? These teams are so close on paper. It's going to be execution that gets one of these teams over the hump.
I agree with you, D-Roy. I think one of the things, if you believe that good pitching is going to eventually stop good hitting, I think whichever one of these 2 teams pitches best the remaining part of the schedule is going to be the team that comes out on top of this division.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Dan Rylander.
Dan Rylander.
Hit the other way out toward right field.
Relay, hit me, relay.
Yellow Horse is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bernard, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Avilas sprinting after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Digging in, Kermit, Yellow Horse, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Kermit, Yellow Horse.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch into center field, line drive, base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bad hit started.
Russell Rose.
Before the 0-2, look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Jumbo Shrimp lead it 4-2. Coming to the plate now, Esteban Avilas.
Left fielder, Esteban.
2 out, nobody on. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Yellow Horse. And that's the 3rd out. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Jumbo Shrimp are out in front here, 4-2. Stepping up now, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Grounded back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Check your
Nice execution right there,
at.
Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now in the box, Russell Rose. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Weak grounder back to the mound. To second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. In now, Esteban Cuevas. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. He brings it in, and they come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
4-2 the final score tonight. Jacksonville used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Dylan Peters earned his 5th win of the year. Samuel Estrada closes the door for the save, his 37th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Jumbo Shrimp. 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For Mississippi, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.
In this game, change can come swiftly and unannounced. The player is embracing the change that the sudden trade has imposed on him. Players don't always take it so well.